it's Jax here today, and I want to do a video on the Ripper SMG AR hybrid, just discussing on how good this gun is, and how I think it's the best gun in the game. We're just going to discuss a whole bunch of topics about it. I'm going to discuss which part of the gun's better, the AR or the SMG, what it relates to, special characteristics, I guess you could say, that transfer from, or that stay the same between the AR or transfer and the SMG. You know what I mean. So let's just start off. I have some decent gameplay here. The first gameplay is going to be on free fall. I did pretty good on this towards the end. I ripped a few people apart, which is how this gun implies by its name. It really does rip people to shreds. And then the other game, I was at the beginning of that gameplay. I cut it up because it was a long one. I started off as 14 and 21, so I was doing pretty bad at the beginning of that. But I was able to come back and bring it like a 30 and 25. So yeah, this is how game-changing this gun can be if used the right way. You'll definitely see the ripping in this freight gameplay that's going to be coming up. And okay, so let's start. First of all, I want to discuss about what the modes compare to like. So I'd say like the SMG is a lot like if the Scorpion and the MP7 from Black Ops 2 had a little babby. Recoil and damage profile a lot like the MP7, and the rate of fire is a lot like the Scorpion. It just rips things up like those guns did back in Black Ops 2. And I do find I've been dying a lot more just because I've been feeling like it's Black Ops 2 and I can rush things, which isn't always necessarily a good thing. But a lot of the time, I wouldn't have got these rips if I didn't rush. So it's kind of like high risk, high reward. If you want to get in there and just start ripping, you can do that, but you might get killed pretty easily. And as you can see there, I just ripped two people up real quick, and then I actually picked up an SA-05. I bet if I could have reloaded my Ripper in time fast enough, which is one of the big problems of this gun, then I probably would have been able to rip the other two instead of picking up that SA-05. Next up, I want to say which mode is better, the AR or the SMG. While they're both basically the same, other than for some rate of fire and range differences, excuse me for that little bleep in my voice there, I just had to swallow some spit. I would say the SMG mode's a lot better, just because its recoil is lower, its rate of fire is higher. The only thing is that its range is half of the AR's range. So if you want to get a big long range kill, you got to get that AR on there, and make sure you run focus, because this thing, I will say, sucks. Literally, it's like terrible, even with focus. So don't expect to get the AR kills if the guy's looking at you. Anyways, let's move on. Some special characteristics about this gun. First and foremost, the rapid fire attachment. It does absolutely nothing to the SMG. You'd expect it to do something, and I thought it did something until I rewatched Drifter's in-depth about this gun, which apparently this gun just literally doesn't get the SMG up, which I really didn't think it did. I guess I got placeboed pretty bad on that. And but the AR gets boosted from a 600 RPM to a 720 RPM, which is astounding. That's perfect, because it basically switches it from a Remington to an AK-12 with a high damage. So it's great to have. Next up, let's talk about this hipfire accuracy. Hipfire accuracy stays good across the board, and I guess this was very necessary, just in case you were in AR mode and you started rushing somewhere and you forgot to switch to SMG, that you'd be able to hipfire still without having the ADS. The only problem is that the AR shoots slower than the SMG, so the hipfire isn't always going to be that good, because the damage doesn't really change up close. It's still 3 no matter what up close, unless somehow you were at a distance where it dropped off to a 4 and you were hipfiring with the SMG, then the AR would be fine, because this AR has double the range. I'm trying to think of what else is good with this gun that stays across the board with the SMG and the AR. Oh, you always run as fast, and you always aim as fast, and you always move as fast. You know what I mean? No matter what your side you're on, because the gun is basically the same thing. It's just somehow you pull forward the grip in the front, and that's what changes the mode. So you don't get any movement speed increases, or I mean not increases, decreases with the AR mode from the SMG mode, which is very beneficial. It's basically I mean, it is the Peacekeeper in a nutshell, but the Peacekeeper, number one, was a lot worse than this. And number two, you can't, like, switch from AR to SMG with a Peacekeeper. This kid right here just totally destroyed me. I just didn't even notice the kid. So, I guess I'm just going to commentate over this gameplay for the rest of the video, because there isn't really much more to talk about. Remember, you have to have the Season Pass to use this, which I do have the Season Pass. And sadly, Mr. Buttwipe does not have the Season Pass. And here, this is where I think I'm going to rip, and my KD is going to go shooting up from where it is currently. Yeah, I'm going to get that kill right there. Reload. I'm on my last clip. And watch this. Watch this. Rip, rip, rip. Reload. I ran out of bullets. Maybe it's the next time. Maybe the next time over there. See, now I'm 21 and 24. I started this off as 14 and 21. So I'm getting kills at the AWOL with this. Not AWOL. There's got to be some other word. I just don't know what to say. Yeah, but this thing is really fast. It's really good to use. Or like the name, I've never had a more name-implying gun in this entire game, or any Call of Duty to be correct with that. And there we go. That's a rip right there. I got a ton of bullets from the scav packs, and we're gonna be going back in a few seconds here. These kids are gonna rage, and I think I'll get up 6 more kills or so in this game. Let's just check it out. Yeah, I'll take that kid out. See, the SMG at range still works. It's just if you don't want to... I mean, I probably should have switched to AR there. But if you just forget to, it's no big deal. Like, really, this gun should have just been... If this gun was just the SMG and not the AR, I would have been fine with it. It still probably would have been the best gun in the game, personally. I get the sentry gun here. Put it down. Puppy dog. And go for the cap. I think I'll get the cap here. I'm going to reload my clip. As you can see, I'm already 27 and 24. Just gonna camp on that. I finally get killed by them. Got my battle hind for the first time this night. And I'm gonna finish this game off as 30 and 25 because these kids are gonna rage quit right here soon. Hold on. Wait for it. Hunter gets a triple kill, and they leave. Look at that. Look at that. I wish I could have got that on film, Hunter. I'm sorry. But look at that. They just left. All of them. And this was, we were doing clan wars this night, so we had a lot going on. And we were able to take first from being in like third from a big team. We had a lot of capture points. So yeah, this was a good night for us. Anyways, guys, I'm going to have to end off the video here. Have a good day. We'll see you next time. And Jackster is out of here.